thinking, oh my gosh, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Yes, it is. If you're single, well, so am I. So I've done a makeup tutorial that is guaranteed to get you a man. Okay, it's completely not, and my eyelash is coming off. But if you follow this along, you're gonna have a banging face. Whether or not you're alone or not, you can take some really cool selfies in your really cool Valentine's Day makeup. If you wanna see how I achieve this look, then just keep on watching. So I am going to start with my eye makeup, but I do just want to put some products on my skin and give them a chance to soak in first. So I'm going to go in with the Niod Photography Fluid first. I honestly don't even know what this does. Jamie Genevieve used it in one of her videos, so I went and bought it. And I just use it because it cost me a lot of money. At least I'm honest, right? Excuse the nails, guys. The ones that I do have left are really pretty. I'm getting them done this week. I thought I want to have them nice and fresh for the party that I'm going to on the weekend, so I don't want to get them done yet just in case any come off. So next I'm just going to go in with the MAC Strobe Cream. This one's like the golden color, not the pinky one. I'm just going to prime my lids now using some concealer. This is just the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This one's in the shade Golden Beige. This one does work for when I have a lot of fake tan on, but if I'm pale, it's not really the best one to use. And then I'll just bring that down onto my lid once I've sort of sculpted out. I find that if I do this first, I can do my brows so much quicker than if I do my brows first. I've not actually had my eyebrows waxed or anything done to them in years. I really need to just go get like a nice tint and get them shaped or something. I think it's because I shaved the tail off and it's taken so long to grow back. I'm going to set that a little bit with some of the medium tan Australis Fresh and Flawless pressed powder. So I'm just going to dip that into my beauty blender and just like gently pat over the top. The palette that I'm going to be using on my eyes today is from Makiage. Now the packaging of this is super heavy and it feels like such good quality. I'd have to say out of all the products that I've got, anything that I've purchased or been sent, this packaging by far stands out. Like, it's so solid, it's heavy, and it just feels like real luxury. So this is called the Color Boss Squad Multi-Dimensional Eye Color Quad. That's really hard to say. Please excuse me if I don't say the word Makiage properly. I'm just gonna take my little Anastasia brush. This just came with one of my palettes, and I'm gonna dip into this shade here first. Just kind of pack that just above my crease area. Now I really hope these are pigmented. Haven't tried them before. I feel like these are going to be really pretty for bridal colors. I like that. It doesn't feel like it's super pigmented. Alright, so now I'm just going to go in with my matte 2210. If I can see that properly. I'm pretty sure I've linked it in other videos, so I'll have to have a look. So I'm going to dip into the color there and just blend that over. Now I want to sort of bring this color out. So when I'm doing my eyeshadow, you guys notice that I'm holding the mirror down so I can kind of look down, and then I've got like more space to work with. So I'm just going to keep patting in and applying a little bit more color. Alright, so I'm just going to go in with a bigger blending brush now. So this is the Morphe M441. I'm going to take some more of that color, and I just really want to sort of blend out the edges so they're seamless. So I feel like this doesn't have crazy pigment, but you can definitely build it up. And it's quite easy to work with. So the next shade I'm going to go in with is just this darker one here. So I'm going to kind of pack that on the outer corner and then bring that through my crease as well. So obviously if you guys don't have this exact palette, you can just pick similar colors that you've already got. Right, so all I'm going to do is just keep packing it on until I've got the intensity that I like. I'm going to dip into some of the first colour and just kind of blend over the edges just to blend it all together. And then going back in with the bigger blending brush. Pretty sure you guys get it by now. I'm just doing a stack load of blending. I'm just going to do a little bit of a cut crease. So my favourite brush to use for that is the MAC 240. These numbers rub off so bad, which is really annoying because they're such expensive brushes. Alright, so to cut the crease today, I'm just going to use my 94 Gel Liner by Inglot. This is such a beautiful colour. It's like a pretty champagne-y sort of thing. I don't know, it just kind of screams Valentine's Day romance and love, which I don't have in my life. I'm just going to put a little drop of the Inglot Duraline in there just to make it a little bit more workable. When I'm doing the cut crease, I want to be looking down into my mirror so I can see my whole eyelid, whereas if I'm looking like this, I'm obviously not going to get the best job. So I'm going to coat both sides of my brush just in that gel liner. Okay, normally I get the best cut crease with this brush. I don't know what I've done. While this liner dries, I want to kind of keep looking down, otherwise I'm going to get weird creases in it, which are already starting to happen because I've already done that. So I've just cleaned that same MAC brush. Now I'm going to go into the lighter shade and I just want to kind of put that on the outer corner to start blending the colors over. So I'm kind of going to do it in like an angle from here across this way. So I've kind of brought a little bit of that shadow over. Now I'm going to go in with the darker one and just gently blend over the edge here. I might actually start using my little MAC blending brush to put some of that on. So now I'm going to use Kitten Karma. This is just one of those little Stila glitter thingos. Doing the same look but without glitters and like just having it matte would also be really pretty. Alright, so now I just want to line my lash line with a little bit of Inglot Gel Liner. So this one is in the shade J511 Midnight. So this is the Jennifer Lopez collection, I'm pretty sure. Now, I don't currently own a really good eyeliner brush. So if you guys know of any, please tell me what they are. I'm literally going to use my eyebrow brush, then I'll give it a really good clean before I do my brows. This is by far the best liner to use when you're working with glitters on the eyelid. Now I'm just going to apply some mascara. So this is just Rimmel Volume Flash times 10 mascara. I'm just going to go in with this shade here. So it's like a shimmery light pink. I'm going to use that to highlight my brow bone and just see what that looks like. I like to highlight my brow bone before I do my brows so I don't get the eyeshadow stuck in my brows. So the lashes that I'm applying are from On Lashes. I'm pretty sure these are in the style Lily. I will double check that and post them in the description box down below anyway. So lately I haven't been wearing lashes this intense, but it's a Valentine's Day look and I'm gonna go all out. So once they're stuck on, I like to go in with these little lash plier things. What do you call them? Lash tweezers. I'm just gonna stamp my natural lashes to those ones because it kind of like makes them blend in a little bit better. Now I've decided I want to add a little bit of black just on the outer corner. So I'm just going to use the black from my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. I'm just going to pack a little bit of that on the outer corner just to darken that up just a little bit. Alright, so now I'm just going to go in with the Makiage foundation. Now again, the packaging in this, it feels so amazing. It's so solid and heavy and it just feels really good quality. So I think it's made of glass and this is the Woke Up Like This Flawless Base Foundation. I've got the one in the shade 145. Now this shade is a little bit dark for me if I don't have a fake tan on. I do look quite dark at the moment, so I might be able to pull it off. If not, I'll just mix it with another foundation to make it a little bit lighter. I've actually been using this one for a little while and it stays on really well. It's quite matte and it's really, really pretty. So I always kind of work down the bottom first because I want to be able to blend it down my neck. Alright, I think it is just a little touch too dark, so I might mix it with a little bit of my NC37 by Matte. I feel so weird having my hair pulled back like this. Like I never wear my hair pulled back. You can probably see my extensions as well, but you guys already know I've got extensions, so not stressing about it if you can see them. So I'm just going to kind of brush a little bit of that down my neck just to help blend it in. My skin's a little bit dry today because I went to the beach yesterday and I find that the salt water dries my skin out really bad. So I'm just going to go in and use the same concealer I used to begin with on my eyelids. So I'm just going to kind of pack that under my eyes. I actually really like this concealer. I think it's really pretty. It's really similar to the Tarte Shape Tape, but you get it in like a bigger little thing. So this is the size comparison here. You get quite a bit more product in this one. I like to go in and use like a concealer brush first under my eyes, and then I'll go in with my Beauty Blender. This has really nice coverage as well. So now I'm just going to take some of the Australis Fresh and Flawless powder. This one's in the shade Medium Tan. I'm going to pack that under my eyes before they get a chance to crease. Now I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Chocolate. Oh, there goes my nail. Okay, so I'm going to carve out under my brows first. Then I just kind of pull up. So I kind of go where I put the colour and then I pull up to blend it up, if that makes sense. So I'm like putting the brush down and then pulling. And then just at the front, just kind of put my brush down and then pull up again. Alright, so now before I do any contouring or bronzing or anything like that, I like to go in with the Hourglass Ambient Luminous Light Powder. So it's just like a shimmery kind of powder that makes me not look so matte. I've been wearing really matte foundation and stuff lately because it is summer here in Australia and my face sweats so bad. I find it stays in place if I make my base really, really matte. So to make it not look super matte and dry, I kind of just go over it with this powder. Now the brush that I'm using is from MAC. It's the 161 SES brush. Now this came in like a little Christmas pack that I've got, but I'm sure they would sell it all the time anyway. So I pretty much put that on my face wherever I would highlight. So by doing this, I feel just a little bit more glowy, not so matte, and it makes me look more alive. I don't know, it's pretty. I'm actually in the market for a new bronzer, so if you guys have any bronzers that you love, let me know. So I'm just gonna bronze with a bit of Hoola, and I'm gonna also use a bit of Matte Give Me Sun. I'll go on with Hoola first. So the brush I'm just using is a 127 Luxe Sheer Cheek brush, and this is from Zoeva. I love doing this part. It kind of just like gives it a bit of color into your face. Like I look really plain and just matte at the moment. My Matte Give Me Sun has almost run out, which makes me so sad, but pretty sure this lasted me over a year, which is really, really good. So the blush that I'm gonna go in with, now I'm gonna use this very light-handedly because it can be very intense. So this is from Savvy. This is just the classic blush. So if you're gonna be wearing this look in the daytime, I would probably say use like a white or a nude eyeliner in your waterline at the bottom, but I don't know, I feel like being a little bit intense, so I'm gonna go in with a black one. This is just an Australis one. Alright, so now I'm just going to go in and smoke out underneath my eyes. So I'm just going to be using the Morphe M508 brush, going in with the darkest shade here first. So I'm kind of only going to do that on the outer portion of my eye. So now I'm just going to go in with the lighter pink shade towards the inner corner. And then just using a different brush to blend underneath with a little bit of that lighter pink colour. So I'm just going to put a little bit of highlight in my inner corner now. And this is just the Ofra Feelin Myself highlight palette. So I'm going to use the shade Pillow Talk because it's like a pinky, like light coloured shade. So I'll just pack that on the very inner corner. I'm going to kind of bring that a little bit under my lash line as well. Just going to apply some of that same mascara to my lower lashes now. So I'm also going to apply some of that highlight on the tip of my nose. Whoa. Look how intense that is. I literally dipped in the tiniest bit. Now I don't like having the real intense highlight strip on my cheek anymore. I'm gonna like dip in once with this brush that I used before. And just kind of put a little bit here. Alright, so now it's time for lip liner. Now I did get one from Makiage, but it doesn't quite match the lipstick that I've got from them. I got it a little bit lighter for some reason. So instead I'm going to use MAC Whirl. Now obviously with this look you don't have to do a lip color so dark. I just think this is a really pretty color and it's a little bit different for me, and being Valentine's Day I kind of want to go all out. So now for the lipstick I'm going to wear the Makiage Infinity Longwear Matte Lip Cream. This one is in the color Matte Royal number 401. Kind of reminds me of Candy K by Kylie. Now I just want to smoke out under my eye just a little bit more, so I'm going to go in with a little bit of the black from my Too Faced palette. So I want to get that as close to my lash line as I can. Alright guys, so this is the finished makeup look. I really hope you enjoyed watching today's video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.